Hey guys, welcome back to Hytale. Today we are going to be doing some building around the base. I'd like to get my forge a little more finished off. I think that's what I'm going to start, but I'll try to talk a little bit more about the actual game plan for today first. I want to extend the pathing and the road network in my little city here. This is going to end up being the farming district of my city, and then we're going to have like a market district over this way. Market and maybe residential is going to be like. So I would love to get a little bit more of those planned out today. Okay, that's the plan for today. So I'm going to start by tackling the little forge over there and seeing what I can do. I thought it might look nice if we tried some of these volcanic roofs on top of it. Because, I don't know, looking at it from further away, it just doesn't look proper. So maybe I put like a roof on it with a chimney at the back. And then I also have done a little bit more decorating around here. Mostly just this like log pile that I've tied down with these ropes. I was doing it with like mine carts as you would in Minecraft, but then I remembered we have ropes in Hytale, and I think this looks kind of nice. So yeah, that was a new change. Let's get this roof put on and see how we're looking. I'm making some progress getting the shape blocked out. I kind of like what I did here. I have like two different angles for the slope here. I'm just wondering if I should curve it more. Maybe I'll try some stairs in here. That in? That in? Yeah, I can work with this for sure. It's a little, I don't know, house-like, not really forge-like. These side bits are nice. Probably like a decorative block of some type. Maybe a different color even. I'll leave it as this for now. I might experiment with putting different colors. Yeah, and then these gaps are gonna have to get filled. Yeah, that's looking kind of nice, I think. Okay, I'm gonna get this whole roof put on and we will come right back. Well, here's a little progress update on how the roof is coming along. I think it's looking okay. I ended up changing these corners to be the other slopes, as you can see. I think that looks a lot nicer. Kind of holds it together a little more instead of like sticking out on top. And then I'm doing some cool stuff on top here too. So I'm not keeping the roofs like completely flat and in line with each other. But like for instance here, these are gonna peak up a bit, so there's like airflow in between. They're like slightly different slopes, and then this is again pushed back a little higher, and then even higher still on this. So I'm trying to just like change it up enough, and I think that's just gonna be for the forge specifically. I'm not gonna try to do this on out. Many builds. I've got half of it done. I just gotta copy this to the other half and then figure out what I'm doing in the center. So let's get that other half put in right now. Alrighty, I think that is gonna do it for the forge roof, at least for today. I might continue to work on it. If I see things that I think need changing. But it is at least like an actual top to the building now, instead of just finishing and being like, I don't know. It looked unfinished before, and it still kind of is up here now, but at least it doesn't look as unfinished. I guess. I don't know how to describe it. That's all the time I want to spend on that today, though, because I want to plan out the farming district of this whole little village. So we do have like farms over here. I should do another harvest of these guys. Actually, I'll do it later. And then we've got the barn out here, but there's still room for chickens, sheeps, pigs, cows, a fish farm potentially. That would probably get its own fishery. And then I also wanted to plant an apple tree orchard because I'm fairly confident apple tree is something. Apple sapling, yeah. And it says it regrows every 12 hours. So if we could get like an orchard of apple trees in, that would be awesome. But before I can plan out how much space I need for an orchard, I should plan out where these roads are going to go. So that is the next step. I know that the main road I want to go through here, pretty far down actually. I'll just run there really. Yeah, I want the main road to continue straight until like past the big tree over here. I think around here, because then I want to turn this way in a bridge around here. And I may get that in this episode. We'll see how quickly I can get this stuff. A bridge could be fun. Um, this should all be terraformed. I was gonna try to keep some changes elevation if I could, but with how I want the road, it's looking like all of this is just have to. I think the first thing I'm is just rip out. The outside's gonna be cobblestone. Then it'll be a mix of like polished stone and gravel. Okay, time to dig. Hopefully the digging doesn't take too long, but we can come back after I'm done digging. I've been rewatching some of my older episodes and noticing that I'm keeping in a lot of like my rambles, I guess. I'm trying to make a change so I can hopefully just make more interesting content that people actually want to watch. It's tough, you know? I never thought it would be so difficult to just talk and play video games. But I was wrong. Anyways, I will cut all this digging out so you guys don't have to sit through it. And we will come back later. Alrighty. I got the road dug out, at least until here at the river. This will probably have to just get extended right up to the river. Or do I start the bridge here? I don't know. That's for the future me to figure out. There are going to be some elevation issues to worry. This shouldn't be that bad. I can just remove everything in the middle here, and then just back like a block and make it a wall, because the road will be on top of where I'm running now. I guess the next step is to just, I'm going to have to go grab the materials for that. I'm going to empty out my inventory, grab the materials, and I guess we'll come back after that. I'm trying to make more decisive cuts my like videos and stuff. So yeah, instead of just rambling on while I go and mine 500 cobblestone, I'll just do a cut here and come back when we have the stuff. See you in a bit. Alrighty, I finished gathering up some cobblestone. I thought you guys might want to see the state of the cobblestone quarry. It's definitely, it's growing. I should have enough for what we want to do, and also enough to like turn some down into stones and make gravel. Because we have plenty of like original gravel, but I could use more slabs. There. I'm in. All right. Since it's turning nighttime, I'm gonna sleep. Okay, let's get this bridge in. Or not the bridge, the road. Let's get this road put in. I'm gonna scatter these around in the middle here. Yeah, just gonna do this and kind of randomly place them down. Then I'll do the same thing with the mossy gravel. But the plan also is to not leave it as cobblestone. Back, but for now I'll just, yeah, and then I'll just scatter mossy gravel in here and then fill the rest in. And then once we get the main road in, kind of decide where we want side roads, and then where we can like have actual bigger plots of land. Just a little more planning and it may be kind of boring to see all the planning be done, but it's an important step. We'll leave it there for now. Okay, now we'll go and fill in middle bits. That should be good. It's enough to get a start. Gravel. I was hoping for more than that. Yeah, that didn't get me super, but we can fill all this in. And all right, well, it's certainly a start. I think it looks okay. Honestly, this goes further than I thought it would. But there is still quite a ways left to go. So I can actually get this finished in between episodes. I'll finish it once I'm done recording. I think for now, I would like to continue with like the city planning. So I'm going to reload the game really quick to update the map. Yeah. That's looking okay. Now, where do we want side roads? And maybe I'm going to I'll get a better vantage point. Okay, if you were an apple orchard, where would you be planted? Probably not immediately here. Maybe out here? Do it in this area? So all that should be flattened then. Yeah, even in this area might look okay. I don't know how big the apple trees are, so I could grow one and see. I'll plant one by my house here, just so we can get a look at how big they actually. Yeah, I'll plant one here for now. I guess I'll just leave the other one in. Keep everything animal related on the same side as the barn. Got the backpack and the crafting open at the same time. I should go grab that dirt that I dashed away. Fill all this in. Okay, everything is flattened out. That actually didn't take that long. Okay, so I'm assuming this path would connect up as. I also wouldn't mind just like a bigger wheat field or a bigger field of one of these higher tiered crops. Like the cotton seems kind of important for making dyes and stuff. I'm not sure about the other crops. Maybe I'll save this area for another, and I'll put the orchard in on this. I think the orchard is going to have to wait until next episode though. But what I can do, try to plan out where some of the pathing is, so that next time, after I've gathered the actual resources, I'm going to build it. We just hit the ground running. I think the orchard is going to be pretty simple. It's just going to be more of probably this exact style of fence. He's planted around. I just don't know how far apart I'm going to need to plant all. Like if this path extends this. Okay, there's another path put there. This should go as long as I think should, I guess. Maybe actually, well, this can go like all the way because it lines up so nicely. A lot of digging. That's good for now. I don't want to run into this, but I will probably put like a fence area like around the tree and then have a path the back here where you can actually. Then I guess that means everything in here is going to be apple orchard. I wonder if this would look good if I just made this like a lake. Would this be able to connect up to the. That could look cool. Putting in a big lake here. Maybe not this big. But then I could put the fisheries over here. Yeah, I kind of like that idea. I'm unsure about what I'm going to do over here. Now, this should probably go one further out. So yeah, and this should be plenty of size for a nice little apple orchard that hopefully we can get put in soonish. I don't fully know, yeah, like how big the apple trees are going to be or how far apart you're going to have to build them in order for them to grow properly. But I can do some experimenting in between episodes so that next time come in and all of that. Oh, I didn't even touch the backside of the base. Oh man, I really wanted to get that done today too. Because this is just an absolute mess out here. This looks awful. Tell you what, the last thing I'm going to do today is just tidy this up. But it's going to happen pretty quickly. Okay, well, I made some progress. I didn't make a ton of progress back here. I'm still not really sure what I'm doing. And I ran out of materials on me and don't want to run back home. So I'm going to call it there. Okay, well, thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to keep working on this in between episodes. So hopefully I have something to show at the start of next episode. But we'll see. Plans change quite often around here. Anyways, thank you guys for watching. Take care of yourselves and have a good day, okay? Bye!